Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a morning skincare and makeup routine. I just dyed my hair emerald, and it's Halloween this weekend, so I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but let's just go along with it and find out as we go, shall we? Alright, so I just washed my hair with conditioner after dyeing it. Semi-permanent, this shade here. I'm just going to use a hair clip, tie this wet hair back, and let's try to keep the pigment in there as long as we can. Alright, I'm going to be using 2 hair clips, 2 or 3. I have these right here. Sorry, my room's like messy and disorganized. I just have to move things out of the way. If only I knew how to edit videos, it would make my life a lot easier. Thinking how to stand this tablet up so that I'm actually able to use it. I'll be right back. By the way, this painting that you see back here, the artist is Yelena Ned. It's my mom's art. She is a very strong, influential person in my life. I love her very much. Yelena Ned. She does sell her artwork. She's currently working on doing baseball caps. So if you guys are interested, give it a go. Let me know if you're interested in buying any of her pieces. I'd really appreciate that. We would really appreciate that, being that the hard times are current. I'm going to put one over here and one more hair clip right over there, so we got 3. Alright, I used a Clinique oil combination skin face wash, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this Perricone MD. It's called foundation serum, no makeup foundation serum. I'm just going to drop a little bit in the palm of my hand with regular Ultra Sunscreen 50. I'm going to take a dollop of this. I'm going to take about this much, guys. This much sunblock. And this much no makeup Perricone foundation serum that I got at TJ Maxx for like $8. Just about this much. What we're going to do is we're going to mix it together. Now, being that we're using masks all the time, this is the perfect combination of face care products to get that sun protection into your skin without being too false about it. You know, it's kind of hard to wear makeup with a mask over our faces, but a sunblock and a foundation serum will do the trick for when you get that extra air in. You lift your mask up slightly like this to get that oxygen in and carbon dioxide out, right? Okay, so the foundation serum is actually about 3 or 4 shades darker, as you can see, than my natural skin color. And it's a very warm tone, so I'm a neutral skin tone. So it's a little, you know, it's a little off kilter, but that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is to just show you a way of taking care of yourself. I'll be getting my esthetician license hopefully sometime soon. I have to pass the state board. And always remember the UVB and UVA rays are what make you look older. So, I just turned 29 this year. We're just going to keep it at that. All right. Okay. Now, what should we do first? Eyebrows. So, what I have for my eyebrows are a couple of things. I don't have too much in here, but I have a few things that should do the trick. Okay. As you can tell by my eyelids, they're somewhat droopy. And I have a weird case of monolid. So, we're going to try to lift up the eyes a little bit. And we're going to try to get the eyebrow higher up on the forehead as much as we can. Alright. And we're going to get the cheeks a nice autumn color. And we're going to do something with the lips, and I'm not sure what yet. But let's start with the eyebrows. Okay. By the way, I have this awesome vitamin E Motives by Lauren Riddinger. It's like a clear vitamin E lip balm. I'm going to put that on as a primer. It's not actually a primer. It's just a vitamin E lip gloss thing that my esthetician practical theory teacher gave us in class before the pandemic, before makeup became an online class. So that changed everything. Not that she gave this to us. That was nice too, but the fact that that was the last class that we had and we didn't finish all of our esthetician schooling. Okay, so we have the primed skin on the face, so we don't have to do anything to the skin. I'm not going to powder anything. It's a rainy day outside. I'm just going to keep it nice and natural. And because it's a serum, because it's a foundation serum, you don't have to put powder over it at all, because it literally turns your skin into a dewy, moisturized base. So we're going to keep it right there for you guys, or whoever's interested in at all watching this. This video might be like super long. Okay, now let's start with an eyebrow brush. So what I'm going to use is this angled, it's called a actually I have a couple of brushes here. Now it's really difficult to manipulate this particular cheaper version of a tablet computer because it's kind of heavy and I don't have an iPad. But I'm going to do my best to show you guys a couple of brushes that I have that I got at a clearance store, discount store type thing for $10. I got a bunch of like 20 different brushes, more than 20, like 50 different brushes in a set for $10. And they're not bad quality. So what I'm going to do is the 4 that I have in my hand, I'm going to take this one. It's called a number 21 brush. It's called a medium lip brush, and I'm going to use it as an eyebrow brush. Okay, so the typical eyebrow stuff that I usually use is e.l.f. in light brown. It's Lock On Liner and Brow Cream. I didn't know it was liner. I thought it was just brow cream. I have used it as liner a couple of times, but let's open it up. Looks like this. As you can see, I've used it very often. So we're just going to dip that brush in like this. I'm going to try not to double dip after placing it on our skin, because that would be unsanitary. According to the online makeup class with some of, oh, Miss Bianca. That was Miss Bianca. So let's begin. So I'm going to take my mirror and I'm going to choose the optical, the microscopic, and I'm going to check the viewpoints of the eyebrow. So there are 3, as they taught us, locations on one eyebrow according to the nose, the eye, and the corner of the eye, that you have to look at before you do your eyebrow. So you have to determine whether you want the classic 90s brow, which uses the method of corner of the nose, corner of the retina, and end of the eye method, or the modern Anastasia makeup, I believe, method of doing brows, which actually creates a more Middle Eastern, kind of like Egyptian style eyebrow that starts as if you're getting a new nose piercing, like on the side of your nose. So it starts 1, so that's the location that you would start at. 2, oh, actually, for that one, oh yeah, 2 is the middle of the iris of the eye, so right in the middle of the black part of your eye, and then 3 being the end of your eye. So being that it's 2020, we're going to do the Anastasia method, I guess. Let's begin. I'm going to start with my left eye. So we're going to go 1, and we're going to do a point right there. I don't know if you can see. The quality of my tablet computer is really bad, but I made a little mark right there. We're going to go 2 with, remember, the iris of the eye. So we're going to make a point right there. Right over here at the top, because like I said, because of my style of eye shape, I want to try and lift my eyes up and out, and then the end of the eye right over here, and that's where the eyebrow is going to be ending. So let's make a little dot right there, just to pinpoint that that is where the arch is going to peek out into a tip. Let's do the same thing for the other eye. So it's going to be 1. Remember, just like you're getting a nose piercing, this location right here in the middle, we're going to make a dot right here, or a line. I don't know if you can see it. we're going to do the middle of the eye right here for the arch's peak of the eyebrow, and we're going to do the end of the eye right here, so that's where the eyebrow shape will end. Now just fill it in. You're free to make the eyebrow shape as skinny or fat as you'd like. That is totally up to your heart's desire. That's going to be where the arch expresses itself. Just like that. Let's do the other one. You can always fill them in later. The arch ends right there. Looks like I might need a little bit more eyebrow powder. I don't want to focus on the brows too much, and I don't want to focus on wearing a lot of makeup. As an esthetician, we focus on skincare, so the makeup isn't going to be too much this time around. I haven't really mastered Halloween makeup at all. I don't really know if I even have an interest in dressing up for Halloween, but we're doing autumn colors, so the neutral tones that we're focusing on are browns. We're focusing on the warm toned reds, focusing on the greens, the olive greens, and we're focusing on the darker kind of like dandelion yellows. Oh, and orange. Don't forget the pumpkin spice orange. Okay, let's begin. I'm going to be using this Take Me Back to Brazil by BH Cosmetics palette because it's just so overdone. We're going to open it up. I'm going to show you what the colors look like. So we're going to focus on the oranges, the reds, and there aren't really browns here. I'm going to use some of this black maybe. And did I say the yellows already? I'm going to need to add a different palette to this. So I have this other palette that I'm going to use. It's called Too Faced Chocolate Bar. My mom gave this to me. It's actually made from natural cocoa. Yeah, 100% natural cocoa powder. And this is going to be some of the brown palettes that we're using. I find this company to be really high-end. I haven't used it that much since high school, but it's superb. I definitely recommend it. And the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil is something that Christine Valmy, the school that I went to for aesthetics, gave to us as a part of our curriculum. It's not really like, fantastic quality, but it's not bad. It's not bad. So let's start off with the Too Faced. The box just dropped. I'll pick that up later. Maybe I'll throw it away. So I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to start off with this cream beige neutral tone. It's called White Chocolate. We're just going to spread that onto the lid as a base with this chisel fluff brush. So let's begin. Looks like I'm gonna need a mirror. Oh, where did it go? It's right here. Okay. We're just gonna get that to pick up all the sebum that my eyes emit from having oily tendencies. But the Clinique face wash that I used is so good. Love the Clinique products. Just gonna get that all over the lid. You can get some just underneath the eyebrow. The perfect shade for highlighting. Okay. Put this brush down, and I'm going to take some of a new brush, and I'm going to, let's dip it into the black as a line. So we're going to line it from underneath up, from under the eye up. So we're going to create that smoky eye effect using the the pumpkin spice orange, the brown, and what else was I using? Oh yeah, green. Okay. So we're going to take this, and I would use the mirror, but I don't really like the mirrors that they give us attached to the makeup, which makes sense. Why would you want to use a high quality mirror attached to the cosmetics if you have a high quality mirror already? So we're going to go to the bottom of the bottom lash line, and without touching it, we're going to trace a continuing line upward to make the eye appear angled upward visually. So we're creating an illusion that the eye is actually at an upward slant and not just at that drooping downward stage. So remember, we're not touching the bottom lash line, we're just creating more elevation using this as a trace. I'm going to take this and we're going to create a line as a cut to fill in with more powder and Halloween colors, those fall Thanksgiving colors. I personally am not a huge fan of Halloween gory makeup because I've always been kind of a modest type gal, if that makes sense. I was never really too crazy about having a bunch of stuff that I could do. I was focused on school, so now that I'm almost 30, I find myself missing out on all the fun stuff that everyone associated with Halloween, and like, I'm kind of used to it. I don't know. What I'm doing right now is I'm taking some of the black and I'm blending it into the inner corner of my eye to create a shading effect with black. Now, you don't have to do the same exact design that I'm doing. You'll find that you'll naturally be spanning out your own eye shape according to what feels natural to you, blending wise. practice makes perfect. So just remember that if you remember to add this into your schedule for at least 5 minutes a day to kind of like change the way that you apply the makeup, it's only going to get mastered more and more. Now, I'm not really that amazing at this. I'm just doing a video to see how far I go with getting this idea out there. And I like talking about things on my day off to a general, possibly non-existent public. But if you guys are out there, thank you for watching. Seriously, I appreciate it. Alright, so we have that black smoky eye look in there. And we have to blend it more. We're not going to blend it too much though. What we're going to do is we're going to add that pumpkin spice. We're going to add that red. And we're going to add that brown in. So I'm going to take this orange. And I'm going to take this neutral brown right here. I'm just going to add it to the tip of the brush as much as I can, starting with that bright tangerine thing. And we're going to put that into the center of our eye, both eyes. Now, my online makeup class teacher taught me that when you apply the brush, I think it was a class of like 14 girls or so. No, it was definitely more than 14. There were a lot of people who were missing out on makeup in real life. You have to hold the brush upside down like this when you're applying the eyeshadow. So that's something that's really helpful to know. And then I'm going to take this neutral pumpkin spice orange brown that has a little bit of sparkle to it, and I'm going to put it under the eye as an eyeline. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. Just like that. Okay. Pretty easy stuff. And then I'm gonna take some of that green right over here. This one. I think I'm gonna use this one. And I don't quite know where I'm gonna apply it yet, but I think I'm going to add it to the creasing of the inner middle of my eyelids. For that fall textured effect, just like that. Do the same thing to the other eye. Now folks, there are so many ways you can do this, but really it's just eye candy to watch makeup videos. And I think sometimes it can only help to try to do your own, you know, try to see how far you can go with showing the world that you exist on a girly planet as well, you know, like even for those of us who have brothers who felt uncomfortable with our femininity growing up, there's a way of learning how to get in touch with our creative side and showing people, hey, you know, I'm single. I like hanging out. I want to have babies. You know, get it out there. Buy that makeup. That's why they make it for us. That's why they produce it in factories. That's why they mass manufacture beauty products to women and men. You know, I mean, it's a fun thing to do. Okay, so now that I have that eyeshadow on, I want to get some, oh, did I get some black all over my cheek? What is that? See, I got some black eyeshadow on my cheek. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blend that with a blush. So I'm going to use this Glowing in Grease palette. I'm going to use this Santorini shade, and I'm going to take a blush brush that looks like this from BH Cosmetics. It was part of our packet, our school packet. I'm going to get it on the brush just like that. I'm going to apply it to my cheeks. I'm going to blend. Now, I like to use, as you can see, my cheekbones are over here. I like to use a larger amount of blush than normal in the fall and winter seasons. After reading Bobbi Brown's makeup book that she came out with in the 90s, and I got to see Bobbi Brown, the makeup artist, speaking on the Beauty Independent channel in a webinar. And while I was with my patient at a home health aid break, I think my patient was sleeping, and I was watching that webinar on his couch, and I just felt so blessed that I got to kind of like meet her. It wasn't a one-on-one interaction, but she got to see my face. I don't know if she even remembers me or not, but I felt really blessed. I was like, I'm kind of liking this whole pandemic thing. So we're gonna get that blush all over the cheek. Spooky. And we're gonna blend that darker eyeshadow to create that darker blush all over the cheek. I mean, I am looking embarrassed here. You know, I'm gonna get that blush all over the cheek, like this. Okay. Now we're gonna blend that eyeshadow. We never finished the eyeshadow. When I noticed that I had the black eyeshadow on my cheek, I got right to the blush and I started doing the blush. So I'm going to put this brush down, and I'm going to get a blending brush that is actually a highlighter brush that one of my classmates, Yelena, a really awesome esthetician and makeup artist that I went to school with at Christine Melanie, gave me. We had a secret Santa last year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the highlighter from the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I'm going to put it into the green highlight over here, and I'm going to put that all over the brush. I'm going to show you how to blend using a highlighting brush. So now, our makeup teacher, Ms. Bianca, showed us that if you don't blend, you're just going to dot that. The makeup ends up looking really grotesque, so it's really important to blend and to create that smoky eye effect when the intention is to create the smoky eye effect. So we're just going to blend this. In a nice pro way to show that you also, respect the art of beauty makeup. Facial enhancing methods that go all the way back to ancient Egypt. I'm going to blend that out. Blend, 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 don't stop. You're supposed to just like keep on doing it until your hand gets tired. Really. You're supposed to feel like that 1950s housewife who is just waiting and wishing for her husband to get home from his line of duty, whatever it is he's doing, assuming he's not sleeping with the secretary at that job that he owns. Better knock on wood that's not happening, hubby. Okay, so now that our eyeshadow is blended out, it looks like this. It's not a cut crease effect. It's just a regular smoky eye. But the cut crease effect girls that can do the cut creases are amazing. Amazing. Talented. So now I'm going to do an eyeliner over the eyeshadow. And I'm going to use this microfine art liner to outline just the top of my eyelid from the inner corner to the outer corner. From the outer corner on this side to the inner corner. Just to accentuate the effect of the sultry eye for fall. What I'm doing now is I'm looking for any kind of a lip liner really that I have, because I don't have very many. So I have this purple auto lip liner from NK Cosmetics. I'm just going to put that on the outside of my lip and line that just to enhance. Because my upper lip is a little smaller than my lower lip, I'm going to put the lip liner a little bit higher on the lip line to create an effect of a more balanced pout. It's a little purple, but as soon as you get the lipstick on over it, it starts to look better. I'm going to take a different brush. I'm going to take this angled lip brush. It looks like this. As you can tell, it has a little bit of an edge to it. And I'm going to apply my lipstick of choice. And I think I'm going to be using a combination of this Nika K New York Cosmetics Orange. Gladiola is the color. I'm going to mix it with this Rouge Dior in 976. That looks like this because it's almost gone. I'm going to mix those two in a palette together. And I like to use the dollar store palettes. I'm going to use the back of my brush to put some of that lipstick onto the palette. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. Guys, I'm already getting tired. Wow. And I'm going to put some of the orange one on here. I'm going to mix those two together. If only I knew how to edit videos, it would help me so much. Maybe someone who's watching this can collaborate with me and help me edit videos. So this is going to be like an hour-long makeup video. That's too long, man. Just like me. Okay, so we're going to apply that lipstick starting at the top. That pumpkin spice effect. So irresistible. You're a fall leaf. How nice is that? Look at that. I want more. I'm going to put some more on my brush and apply some more lipstick. I would love a pumpkin spice latte right now. But unfortunately, I can't really afford one right now. Home health aides are only paid $15 an hour in the city, in New York City. So it's not enough to pay all the bills. But this is what I do before I get my license and hopefully maybe start my own business, or if YouTube works out. Excuse me. This will be what I'll be doing all the time. Okay. Did we forget mascara? No. I was about to just get to that a little later. So, the mascara that I will be using today is, I think, behind me. This is a Nika K New York Extreme Length Waterproof Mascara. That's going to be our tool of choice. I'm going to use this eyelash curler to curl my lashes first. That is what you want to do before applying any mascara on. Just curl and lengthen those lashes. Very nice. Did you guys see the new Borat film? I really want to see it. I know it came out, but I did not see even the trailer for it. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to apply it to my eyelashes, and we're not using false eyelashes. Now start from the tip, from the base to the tip when applying the mascara. Oh, I think I just mascaraed a wad of my hair. Okay, we're gonna do 2 coats. Now remember, normally if you're sharing mascara, you want to use disposable mascara wands on the bottom lashes too, so as not to contaminate. Your clients, sisters, mothers, aunts, uncles, whoever it may be that you're doing makeup for with coronavirus. So we're going to try to keep that away from us as much as possible. Okay, so there you go. If you feel that you don't have enough color, you don't have to use as much black for the smoky eye. You can use more of the orange tones, the gold tones. Actually, I think I might want to add some more gold to this pumpkin spice look to make it more pumpkin spicy. So I'm going to take a new brush. I'm going to take this brush. It's called an oval precision brush. I'm going to add some of that orange lipstick to the brush. I'm going to get it on my lid. Onto that part of the lid that has the orange for that exemplified pumpkin spice effect. So it looks like that. And I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to dip it into the yellow Makeup Revolution London Ultra Cool Glow highlighters. I'm going to put it into the yellow there and a little bit into the red. I'm just going to put that right over that orange for that glowy warm cup of pumpkin spice coffee latte look. For a more dramatic look, add it to the top of the shadow. Outline it over the darker shade that we blended. This is more dramatic, guys. So you could have stopped before, you can keep going with it. It's really up to you. I'm putting some on the bottom lash line. that's it. Hope you all liked it. I'm going to show you how the hair looks now. With the green. And thank you so much. Never be afraid to have fun with cosmetics, but take care of your skin. Have a wonderful day and happy Halloween, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.